A clinical process assigns a health state to every moment in a patient's life. The patient population is the collection of all such individual trajectories. A single patient history is one trajectory drawn from that population. These two objects have structurally different clinical properties. The population average at a fixed time averages outcomes across all patients. The patient time average along a single trajectory averages over that patient's history. In general, these two operations produce different results. Clinical ergodicity is the condition under which they agree. Clinical ergodicity means a patient's long-run history converges to the population average as the observation window grows without bound. This requires not just stable disease prevalence, but sufficient mixing across clinical states over time. Patient-level correlations must decay fast enough for convergence. A disease with stable prevalence has the same distribution across the population at every time. But a population with stable prevalence is not necessarily clinically ergodic. If a patient's trajectory is determined by a fixed constitutional risk, different patients have permanently different time averages. Stable prevalence is insufficient for clinical ergodicity. In a fully connected clinical system, a patient can reach any health state from any other state. A disconnected clinical system has states that are unreachable from others. Full connectivity is necessary for clinical ergodicity. In a disconnected system, the patient's long-run time average depends entirely on which clinical subgroup the patient enters. Irreversible clinical states trap all patient trajectories that enter them. Once a patient reaches terminal deterioration, no return to transient health states occurs. The long-run patient time average converges to the value of the absorbing state. Ergodicity, with respect to the full clinical state space, is broken. Clinical ergodicity is a structural property of the disease process. It cannot be verified from finite patient data. Averaging across patients cannot repair dynamics that are structurally non-ergodic. Ergodicity must be established from the structure of the clinical process itself.